So welcome back to the channel, guys. We're going to be going over the Amok here and all of its features. So if you're interested in that, stick around. All right, so let's go over the Amok Draumr XL's features. I believe it's now known as the Amok 4.0. So it just came out with the 5.0. For those of you that don't know the difference, the bug net on the ends goes underneath the integrated ridge line. The pocket's a little bigger on this side to fit an Nalgene, and the bag that's attached to the outside, which I'll show you in a second, clips on the inside, which is nice. Besides that, everything else is pretty much the same. Weight's the same. They did come out with an ultralight version. The weight is different by about 1.5 pounds. But this is the regular Draumr XL. So if you look, the foot box and the head box both have little pouches here that you could use sticks, or you could buy their pull set. Their pull set runs about 15 bucks. What I would recommend doing is going and getting some 3/8 packs, 20-foot stick for $8.99, and you could get about a dozen sets of these exact pulls, and then share with your friends. On the inside of the hammock, there's a D-ring at the bottom here, and there's just a little clip here. It goes from the top over your ridge line, comes down and clips right in, and that keeps the bug net up off you whenever you're in it. You have plenty of room. Everything's pretty solid. It's a ripstop material. Now I don't know exactly what kind of ripstop it is because I'm not a nerd like that. Probably should, but I don't. Has a water bottle pocket here, 2 large pockets on each side, same size. They will fit a Nalgene. I put my Nalgene on that side all the time, or I just get a carabiner and clip it around the ridgeline, which works as well. You have a large shoe holder up here, I guess you could call it. Personally, I wouldn't put shoes up there unless I had another bag, but you could. You could also use it for like battery storage and stuff. Then here's the integrated pouch. Now this is the bag that the hammock goes in. It does not come off. It is sewed on. I really don't like that, but there's not what we can do about it. It is nice, however, to store your blow-up bag and your stuff sack for the pad. And the pad I have is a Fijol 3-season pad. It's the white one. I had this down to about 10 degrees this winter with Zach, and I was not cold. It held up. So I really don't see a reason for me myself to upgrade to the 4-season. I may eventually get the Ultralight because it is a little lighter just to save weight, but it has the same R value. So the pad itself, honestly, with the $99 one, you can't go wrong. It is a really nice pad. You could use it standing alone as well. On the sides here, where the straps come up, that's to where you could adjust this to go into chair mode. You can raise the back, the feet up, however your preference is. And you have a very large pocket back in here where you can actually store a jacket, extra blanket, a pillow if you're not using it, all on the side, which is very convenient. On this end here, this is where the bug net goes in and stores when you're not using it. When you're using it, it's another pocket, so you could store more gear in here. There's a little clip which holds the bug net in, or whatever gear you put in there. So very, very nice product, quality build. The mesh is also really nice. It's like a black mosquito mesh. I will tell you, in the winter, it really does keep a little bit of warmth in there, at least in my opinion. I've heard some guys say that it doesn't make a difference, but I firmly believe that it does. Very nice to zipper. They're YKK zippers. I've never had an issue with it. I did, however, attach a long piece of paracord to it. And I did that so that when I get in it, I unzipper it about right here, and I throw this up and in there, and then I can easily pull this zipper, and I zipper the whole way up from the inside, and I don't have to bend down to my feet to do it. But as you see, there's plenty of room. That ridge line really keeps the bug net up off you. When it comes to the buckles on the Amok, they're really nice. I will not say they're titanium because I do not believe they are, but they are light. And to tighten it, all you do is pull it. To loosen it, you can pull this back and it loosens the hammock down, and it'll go down in like steps, which is nice. You could see the arrow always points towards the tree, shows you a picture diagram, tells you what side it is. So when you're laying in the hammock, this should be your right. The other side is labeled port for your left. So it's not how you look at the hammock, it's how you're laying in it. I've used this hammock about 5 times, and I have had no issues with it. I would recommend the hammock to anybody. I really believe that it is quality. It's money well spent. Like I said, I've had it down to 10 degrees and I've had it to 60 so far. Never not had an issue. I intend on using it all summer long and the rest of the year. So, you know, I'll do follow-up videos if anything comes up, if there's any issues, but I don't believe there will be. All right, now moving on, the fun part of the whole experience is getting in and out of this thing. So here's how I do it, and everybody has their own way. I will unzipper this down so that it is just on, the zipper is just on this side of the Amok. I'll take my string, which I told you I attached, and I will put it around this strap, in behind this strap, just like that right there, and I'll throw it up in. That way it's not going to go to the bottom when I get in it. Take your shoes off, and then what I'll do from here, I'll put my head in, I will grab the middle, put my leg in the middle, and I just lay it down. And then once you're in, you can grab your line here. Now you're all zippered up. And I mean, it's a flat lay, totally flat. Now there is some give how I have this hung today, because I'm in between a widespread trees. Other than that, there won't be that much give when you get in it. But very comfortable, flat lay, with a pillow, can't ask for much more. Now to get out of it, isn't as hard as getting into it. Grab it right there. I'll take my legs, throw them over close to the center like this. Grab the Amok here. And I just stand up. You got to trust in the hammock. And that's about it for the basic setup. I'm going to throw the tarp over and we'll go over that now. Alright guys, so we got the new Amok Ultralight tarp on here. Zach, do you know what this thing's called? Yeah, I don't remember.
Skjold?
Skjold, yeah.
SKJOLD.
And this goes along with the Amok 5.0 kit for the Ultralight, which I needed to get a proper tarp for it. It fits so nice, so much better. The lens are labeled. There's a little tag here, a feet on it for your feet end. There's a tag on the other side for your head end. And then you can see it's reinforced really nice. The stitching's great. There's no loose threads. You got your tie-ups for your cordage. When you put it away, you could tie it up. It's Velcro here. And then to tighten and loosen, it's so nice, the toggles they have. So you can very slowly let it out by controlling it, or you can let it go real fast. And then to tighten it, all you do is pull it. That's it. It is the slickest setup, and it weighs absolutely nothing. This whole thing, with the stakes, the lines, the tarp, is 1 pound. You cannot beat that. I believe the cost on this runs around 159 bucks. So you are paying for premium, but it's what you got to do sometimes. The sun was in my eyes. That's no fair. This is all the bigger it is right here. It has a nice stuff sack. When you open up the stuff sack, there's an integrated pocket here for the stakes. And the stakes are also really nice and light. That's all it is. They're super light. And that's nice because you could separate your dirty stakes and everything from your rain fly. You don't have to worry about poking it. And then, I mean, it is a generous bag. This is loose. It's not real tight. And you have, I can almost fit my whole fist in here. You know, there you have a lot of room. So, like, I like to just stuff my tarps back into these bags. I don't like to really fold it or roll it. I don't like to crease it. So, I'm thinking I'll be able to do it with this. And I'll let you know at the end here. But, way it goes around the trees, there's these little carabiners. And they match the color. They match the color with the color on the Amok underneath here, which you can't see. But it is red, and that's for the port side. Green is for the starboard side, which is awesome. So you know exactly how to position the tarp. Very happy with it. We're about to, excuse me, rain test it to see if we need to put some seam seal, but hopefully we'll be all right. They say the only thing that may leak on it is the very center seam that goes down. And they said, do not seam seal it yourself until you know it leaks. Because they said it's very possible that it may not leak. So we're gonna go ahead and test it out in a second. So we got Zach spraying the tarp down. It just sheds the water right off of it. We're gonna check underneath that main seam in the middle for leaks in a minute. That's the only seam you got to worry about on these. And hopefully you don't even have to seam seal it. Alright guys, so we finished setting everything up, field testing it. We sprayed this down real good. It just, as you've seen in the video, shedded the water off of it. It was pretty amazing. No leaks, seals are tight. They said that they use some kind of cross stitching when they merge both sides of the tarp, and it makes it watertight on its own, which is why they tell you not to water seal it straight out of the bag. They provide the water sealant because they don't guarantee that that'll work, because they have no way of testing it at the factory, which is pretty awesome. A lot of companies would just send the tarp with you and just say, hey, you're on your own. But I mean, I'm really impressed with it. Handled the water well. I think it's going to be a great addition this year for the camping trips. And yeah, I would tell anybody who has, you know, anywhere from $200 to $300, the Amok's the way to go. So, see you next time.